Mm. Hi,
Hi,
my name is Megan,
my name is George.
and I will be your counselor today. So, first, I would like to welcome you to counseling and thank you for coming. So, like I said, I'm Megan, and I'm fairly new to the counseling practice. So, what we will be doing here today is just getting to know one another and doing some introductions. And then for the rest of our sessions, which will be about 8 more, we'll get into more goals setting and talking about strengths and weaknesses and kind of basing our sessions around some of the things you would like to work on.
Okay.
And everything we talk about here in the sessions will be confidential unless it's something that I feel would cause harm to yourself or anybody else. So that's a little bit about what you can expect. Um, so first, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm 44 years old. I've been married and have 2 children. I work for the railroad. Uh, my wife is a nurse, and our 2 kids are in college right now.
Okay, so tell me more about your kids.
Well, I have a son who is a senior that goes to Nebraska, and then I have a daughter who is a freshman that goes to Iowa.
And what's your son's name?
Luke.
Luke. Okay, and you said he's a senior at Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
What is his major?
Biology.
Biology. Any career plans?
He'd like to be a doctor.
Doctor. What got him interested in that?
With his mom being a nurse, kind of the medical field.
Mm-hmm. That appealed to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then your daughter, how old's your daughter?
She's a freshman.
She's a freshman.
18.
Okay, and what's her major?
Education.
Education. So she wants to be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, those are good careers to get into. So what are some things you like to do with your kids?
I like to play sports with my son. I coached him throughout his life, and we still like to do that. And just do activities with my daughter, take her shopping, and go see movies and stuff like that.
What kind of movies do you like to see?
Comedies.
Comedies. Like what?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. That's a great movie.
It is.
It's a classic. So how has the transition gone from having your kids at home to being an empty nester?
It's been a little tough. With them being kind of close in age, they're always kind of together in the house, and it wasn't as bad as when Luke left, because when our daughter was still there, but when they both left, it was kind of hard.
Mm-hmm. Are your kids close?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get to see them very often?
Yeah, I think since both schools are close, they get to come home, and we sometimes go visit them. So.
Good. Are they enjoying college so
Mm-hmm.
far? Yeah. And I'm sure, and you said that you're helping them out a lot with school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to help pay for it that way they don't have to be in debt.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they appreciate that as well. So tell me a little bit about your marriage.
We've been married for about 20 years. We met right after. We met through college, and then was married just right after, and then started our family.
And what's your wife's name?
Ashley.
Ashley. Okay. So tell me a little bit about her.
She's a nurse at a fairly large hospital. She's an RN. Takes care of lots of patients.
And does she enjoy her work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your marriage then in general.
No, it's been going pretty good so far. We had some ups and downs over the years, I'm sure as any couple does. Especially kind of now, it's a lot stressful trying to pay for kids' college, and we're both working a lot, so it's been kind of hard here lately, but try to get through things.
Mm-hmm. So tell me some more about your marriage dynamics. How do you two function as a couple? So tell me some more about your marriage dynamics. How do you two function as a couple?
I would say fairly well. We both communicate fairly well. We've never really had a problem with communication. We always talk to each other if we have problems or try to correct things in our lives, and we've always been there for each other. 20 years is kind of a long time. I hope for more, so maybe just keep up the same things, and that'll keep helping.
So how about household responsibilities? Do you guys share those tasks?
Yeah, we do. Or we kind of trade off on one too. I mean, there's some things I do and some things she'll do, and it's kind of the way we like to do things. So.
What are some of your responsibilities at home?
Kind of like the outside work, kind of mowing and yard work, and then I help. I still help clean in the house and stuff. And if she's busy, I'll do that sort of stuff.
Okay. So your wife does more of the inside household. Okay. All right. Are there any areas in your home dynamic that you think you could improve upon?
Maybe just maybe like trying to help out in the different areas, and we just if she wants something done and she can't do it right, then maybe try to help out and do that. So she has a lot of things on her plate, just try to help out, and so she doesn't have to do as much.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about work.
I work for Union Pacific, I'm a manager there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big responsibility. I'm in charge of a lot of people.
And you enjoy your work?
Yes, I do. It's a fun job. I've been there for 18 years, so I've kind of moved up through the company.
And you said you're a manager, so that's quite a bit of responsibility.
It is.
Then.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of your daily tasks?
Making sure like trains arrive on time, making sure where they're supposed to be, like managing like people at like my location, telling them what their tasks are, and helping out if I need to.
Okay. Do you have a lot of stress?
Yeah, there is. Making kind of have a lot of people under me, so I'm trying to make sure keep them all happy and morale is up, and so there's a lot of stress on that.
What would you say your favorite part about your job is?
Sometimes get to travel with it. I mean, going to different locations with like helping with trains and stuff. And I've traveled mostly all over the country, so I've kind of seen all over the country. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And what would you say some of your least favorite aspects of your job are?
Maybe being in charge of so many people. I mean, that's kind of, sometimes you don't get to know everyone and kind of have to be on a personal level with everyone, but if there's so many employees, it's kind of hard to.
Would you say you get along well with all your coworkers? Okay, that's good. So I know you said that you've been working a lot to help put your kids through school. Tell me about some of the stress that's put on your life and your job and.
Don't get to see my family as much. Just with working a lot, I've been working some different shifts just to try to make some more money, and my wife has been doing that too. So we kind of see less of her and family, and then when we do get to see each other, I mean, we try to make the most of it.
Okay. So how many hours extra would you say you're putting in a week?
Maybe like 10.
10. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a bit. So tell me about your work-life balance. How do you balance your hobbies and your work with what you have to do at home?
I'd say it's fairly well. I mean, I try to relieve stress by doing like one of my hobbies and activities. I like to play sports and hunt and fish, and I try to use those to relieve stress and do those like on the weekends when I have time, and then still help out around the house. And me and my wife like to go do stuff on the weekends too, so I try to keep it balanced.
Okay. And what did you say some of your hobbies again are? Tell me some more about those.
I like to play sports, like in like some leagues in our hometown, or still pitch softball and basketball. And then I like to hunt and fish, and I've been doing that ever since I've been doing that growing up. So I still like to do that, and I like to exercise. I feel like that's a good way to relieve stress too.
What kind of exercise do you like to do?
I run a little bit, and then lift weights and some stuff like that.
Okay. And how would you say you're managing your stress now?
Not the best.
Not the best.
I've been kind of a lot here lately, so I haven't done the activities I wanted to and stuff. Just been so busy, and when I want to, I'd just rather relax and not do anything.
So by relax, what do you mean by relax?
And just do nothing instead.
Do nothing. Okay.
Just kind of maybe just watch TV.
Okay. So after you've had a long day at work, you come home, and what do you do?
Usually me and my wife will make supper and eat, and then usually if we have chores to do, and then just watch TV on a regular basis, and then get ready for bed. And I mean, we're usually to bed pretty early, just because we both have jobs and are tired and have to get up the next morning. And we're just kind of in a set routine most nights. With the kids being gone, we don't really have much to do anymore at nights.
And how do you feel about that?
We kind of miss it. I mean, we kind of like going to do things, but at the same time, it kind of feels nice not to do anything on some nights. Not having the burden to go pick kids up or go to some activity. We can just relax. So.
Right. So how has work been going recently?
Yeah, kind of stressful, and it's kind of a busy time of year. We've had some problems that we've been trying to resolve, and that's kind of making it stressful. So. And just had a recent drug screening at work, and it came up positive for myself. They're lately been kind of stressful, and some of the coworkers are into smoking marijuana. They say it's helped, and so I kind of was pressured into that, and they said it would help, and so I tried it, and ended up having a drug test, and it came back positive. So I'm kind of nervous to see where that goes.
Yeah, that would be stressful with, the issue of getting reprimanded at work while trying to pay for your kids' tuition. So you said you were pressured into it? Tell me more about that.
One day a couple of the guys had it and kept trying to tell me and to use it, and I would just say no, and they just kept doing it. So then there was kind of a stressful week, and I just went for it, and wish I wouldn't have, because in the long run I don't think it really helped that much, and then ended up having a drug test and kind of worked against me there on that one.
So would you say that taking the action relieved your stress?
No, not like I thought it would or they said it would. So it didn't really help. I mean, maybe for a short period of time, but
not long term.
Not long term.
Okay. Was this a new situation for you? Okay. So tell me how it made you feel. How has it influenced any other aspects in your life?
Well, it just made me kind of feel different. I didn't really know what was going on when I did it. I mean, kind of didn't really like it. I mean, I wish I wouldn't have done it. It made me feel just different. Didn't really feel like it relieved any stress at all.
Are there any other concerns you have?
I don't think I would ever do it again or be hooked on it or anything. But I try to keep myself away from it. But I don't think I'd ever try it again.
And you said you're worried about it influencing your job?
Yeah, I mean, being a manager and kind of wouldn't risk losing that.
Or setting that example.
And helping, trying to pay the kids college. I mean, that's trying to make more money, and having that kind of higher job, and then we can do that for our kids. And I don't really want to lose that. And I've been working there for almost 20 years, so I'd like to keep it, maybe even advance even higher.
So tell me about some alternatives you could use when you're feeling stressed at work.
I feel like exercise has helped me before. Sometimes I just feel like I'm sometimes too busy for that, so I don't go to the gym as near as often as I want to. So I'm try to get into that more, and then just spending more time at home with my family and stuff. And always seems it would help.
So taking some time out for yourself would help as well as spending more time with your family.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. And I think the alternatives that you mentioned are healthy alternatives that I think are more appropriate and won't have the negative risks that that behavior would pose. So tell me about some goals you would have for the next session. What are some things you would like to see happen?
Try to relieve my stress more. Maybe find some different ways that would suit me to help relieve stress that I don't know or have never thought of. Maybe ways that me and my wife can, because I'm sure she's stressful too with her job, so we can both do things to help relieve that.
So learning some new methods of stress relief would be desirable for you. Okay. And then lastly, tell me what brought you to counseling today.
With the drug testing at work and all the stress, my wife recommended this just to try to help. She knows it's hard times for both of us. Maybe try to see what I can do to help and maybe just relieve stress in maybe a better way than what I had tried or what I'm doing already.
So is this something you've sought out before, or are you new to counseling?
I'm new to counseling.
Before. Okay. And how do you feel about it? What are your thoughts?
I feel it could help. I've heard both good and bad things. Sometimes it doesn't work for certain people, and sometimes it does. So I hope it does. I feel like it would help.
Okay. So you said some of the things you'd like to focus on through this week and into next week would be just setting some strategies to help you deal with some of the stress you're having with work and financially, and just improving some of the situations at home, right?
Yes.
And then also just taking a look at how we can better manage the work-life balance. Right? Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Maybe just ways for maybe me and my wife to communicate a little better through this kind of hard times. Ways we can. I feel like we communicate well, but try to both manage our stress together. Different ways to help maybe talk and communicate about it more.
So what I'm hearing is that stress management is one of the biggest things you'd like to focus on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I would like to thank you for coming in today and seeking advice and just talking about things that have been going on in your life, and then sharing some more personal details that you feel like you could improve upon. And so like I said earlier, next time we'll focus on goal setting, and we'll talk about some strengths that you feel you have, and then some weaknesses that you would like to seek improvement on.
Okay. And
then also we'll do some, we'll learn some more techniques about how to manage your stress and open those lines of communication both at home and in the workplace.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that you'd like to touch upon today?
Not today.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you very much.